Okay, we are live. Finally, we have this opportunity to meet the three of us. I'm Monica Velardi. I'm a digital entrepreneur, and I invite you to this amazing couple, Monica and Cyril. I saw you on stage, I saw you in Calgary, and it was amazing with the energy you have there. And this is just an amazing opportunity I'm having to have you here on stage and sharing this moment with you because we're in the same business. We're independent business owners, but we help each other in this community. And I'm blessed to have you here. Please, if you like to introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you, Monica. Hello everyone. Like Monica said, my namesake. We are Monica and Cyril from Montreal, Canada,
Hey everyone.
and we are honored to be here. We are really, really honored. Especially when we're able to communicate with someone who is literally, we are at opposite ends of the country, right?
Yeah.
So we're really, really happy to be here. We are also online digital business owners.
Mhm.
We've been in the online business space for about 2.5 years.
Mhm.
Prior to starting this business, I used to work as a corporate manager for a little over 20 years.
And I work in the corporate space as well. I'm a risk analyst. I've been doing that for over 20 years. But I also used to do a ride sharing, but I no longer do that anymore. So yeah. So now I just do my full-time job.
And he helps me out with the business.
So I do the
Yeah.
business part-time. So when I have time at the end of work, I'll jump in and help Monica out.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
definitely. That's so good that you're. I mean, I love when I see couples as you. I had last week. I had Karen and Chris, and I mean, I have had on stage a couple of couples, and I see that they're. I mean, it must not be. It cannot be that easy, But at the same time, having this opportunity to be together at home, I mean,
Mhm.
it's something that a lot of couples would love to have. Right now I'm a single mom, but I used to have this that my husband was never there, ex-husband was never there because he had to travel all the time. So being together, it's so good, it's not good that parents are separated, so it's so good. I think you are blessed, and I think this opportunity, this business model, it has become a blessing for many of us, not only financially, but also as persons, as people, as parents, as families. And I think we are, with the three of us are aware of the situation, and it encourages us to give more and more every single day, and to provide also this opportunity to more families. And we can see so many people struggling out there that they have to work 2, 3 shifts in the day, and they barely see their kids or their spouses.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what used to happen to me. On the weekend, I used to work I used to do ride sharing, and I used to do like from Saturday, Sunday, almost 9, 10 hours, and that was long. So it did take away from a lot of our functions. And
Mhm.
as you know, birthdays and celebrations only happen on the weekend, so
Mhm.
so I missed a lot of that.
Yeah, and for me, like prior to starting this business, I literally was out of the home for about 12 hours a day. It would be like an hour and a half travel each way
Mhm.
to go to work downtown at my office, and it just took a lot of time. So I'm really grateful that we came across this opportunity that we found online. I was scrolling social media one day after a really, really long day at work, and I happened to come across an ad that was, you know, offering this business opportunity. And one of the reasons how it actually stopped me from scrolling was because it was the first time that I saw an ad that was in French in my Facebook feed. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to take a look at this and find out what this is about. And the ad talked about an online business opportunity that you can do from home, and that definitely piqued my interest because I was like, this commute back and forth to work, it's getting to me. I need to do something. I need to find something else.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really grateful for the opportunity that we found this business, and it's
Yeah.
also brought us a lot closer
Yeah.
since we're working close together.
Yeah.
So a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's something that a lot of people mention in when we're going live and when we met or we meet online or we meet potential. It's something that happened to almost everyone, no? And when you have the right income to say, okay, I leave my job, then you just can move towards it. This was something that, for example, during pandemia happened to a lot of people, besides losing their jobs and what can I do, and then a lot of people, it was like a boom, for all this online opportunities out there. I mean, we're not the only ones, but I mean, talking about this one, I mean, it was the best because you could still grow. And when I think back about what happened during pandemia, I was already working online. I was not in this business yet, but when I think back, I feel like, oh, that had been so good if I had found this during pandemia.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about pandemia, but there's so many phenomenons happening out there that it's better to have either as plan B or just to switch. I mean, I have been able to make a soft switch into this, and I mean, that has given me the opportunity to be there. I mean, two of my kids are not here with me anymore, but still, they call me like, "Mom, I have this problem, Mama, and this, and Mama that," and I'm there for there. Yeah, I mean, I believe you never stop to be a mama. One of them is 17 years old, 20. They're already at their universities, but I still have a 14 years old, and I mean, I have to have possibility to be with her. Today, she was ill, and I could be at home with her, taking care of her. So that's something I would never ever change. Never. I'm very grateful for this. But let's switch to the topic for that we chose today.
Okay.
And it is something very specific because sometimes we talk about this because I think we are very passionate about why we found this and why we jumped into this. But a very specific question. The topic is building relationships in the digital era. So we prepared just to explain to our audience three questions that we hope it helps our audience to understand how we would deal while building relationships, because at least I believe I also come from the corporate world, 30 years in the corporate world, and building relationships is the key for everything, for any business. It doesn't matter if it's online, potential. It's the key of everything. It's like the pillar, the column of any building, of any community. So the question what we have built today was how. Sorry, my eyes are not that good anymore. How do I maintain a strong customer-centric approach in the digital space, ensuring that your clients feel valued and engaged? I think that's very important in any sales community or in any marketing community, wherever we are. So please.
Oh, absolutely. You want me to go first? Or
Yeah.
you wanna go first, babe?
Yeah, I could go first.
Okay.
Usually, so a lot of people when they come across and they inquire about our business, especially customers, when they come and they ask, "Hey, what is this business all about?" Our business is automated, and there is an automated system that runs in the background. That is true, but nowadays, people like to have a human connection. Okay, and especially with social media and with messenger app um uh and other apps, other communications, they like to chat. So for instance, we're like the other day on Saturday, or Sunday, somebody reached out to me, or actually us, and says, "Hey, I wanted to call, can I call you?" Right, because they wanted to see if you're a real person, right? And I said, "Sure." I jumped on a video chat. That's the beauty about online. Now you could chat, see the other person, and we had a conversation. And at the end of the conversation, the person said, "Hey, I just wanted to make sure that this is legit and it's just not robotic or anything. It's a real person on the other side." And that's the engagement I get with a lot of people. Like, not just that one person on Saturday, but every other person that I communicate, they always want to know, "Hey, is this real? Is this a real person?" You know, and it's about building. Our business is about building a relationship with total strangers. But what we want to do is turn strangers into friends, and then friends into family. That's how I think of it.
Absolutely. And, for me, working in coming from a customer service background, for me, I believe every customer, whether it even be a family member, everyone should be treated with warmth and they should be welcomed. And that's what we really intend to do. One of the ways that we make sure that we're always there for our clients is that we are consistent in our daily posting. We also make sure that a customer, let's say if they do reach out to us with either a question or they just comment on our post, we will respond.
Yeah.
If we're not able to respond because we're sleeping, we will definitely respond as soon as we get up. We want to make sure that everyone is heard and they know that they're being seen and that we appreciate the fact that they are supporting us.
Yeah.
And supporting our page, supporting our business, and whether or not they decide to come into and start the business with us. The fact that we've made a connection online with someone that we would not normally have done is really, really, really appreciated.
Yeah.
And once you build that connection, we used to nurture it, right? As you say, the engagement at the beginning, sometimes it's through a post or through an ad that we have, but reaching out to them and letting them know that we are real. I mean, we're real. We're flesh and bones, and So yes. And something that you just mentioned, I also love customer service. I used to work also in that particular area. I think anything in life is selling. I mean, we're selling ourselves to our partner. We're selling ourselves to where we go. We're not a selling company or sales company, but still we're selling our image. So people have to know and relate with us or to us with that person. But the better we engage with that person, the better customer service we provide to our people. That's the best they will feel and be engaged with us. So and not only that, and it continues because afterwards, for example, we engage with each other, so that relationship will grow if we nurture them, if we engage with each other and communicate efficiently. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Sorry, I just wanted to also add is that we are, what makes us sets us apart from other businesses out there is that we don't necessarily have to host parties. We don't have to, reach out to family and friends and ask them, hey, do you want to join the business? What we are doing is called attraction marketing. People are coming to us and, they're getting to know us. And if they want to know a little bit more about our business opportunity, we provide that information.
Yeah, exactly. They just can reach out to us and we will provide them with any information they need, for sure. Let me jump into the next question, which is, let's hide this one, and then we have the second question. Show. Okay, here. Can you share a memorable customer success story where your partnership played a crucial role in delivering exceptional service?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, I'll jump in, as you can see. Usually when we communicate, we take turns when somebody reaches out to us. Okay, and sometimes when I'm communicating with someone will say, "Can I ask who's speaking?"
Because they see two names.
Because at first when it's first contact, it's usually by text and by message, and we'll chat back and forth and chatting back and forth, and they'll be like, "Who's this?" Right? And I'll be like, "Oh, it's Cyril." And we're like, "Oh, can I speak to Monica?" And I say, "Sure." But you know what it is too is that because we're a husband and wife team, women tend to gravitate to Monica, and then men tend to gravitate to me. So I say, "Oh yeah, sure," and I'll tell Monica, "Hey, somebody wants to speak to you, you know.
Yeah.
So then you'll jump, so she'll jump in.
I'll jump in and reach out to them. And, you know, it's understandable, you know, that some people might be more comfortable speaking to someone that they can, you know, relate to. So definitely that's the great thing about this, about doing this particular business, where we can just, you know, share the load. And, you know, another thing that's fantastic too is that we've noticed that we have quite a few digital creators that are following our page. And sometimes we get some amazing questions from them. You know, the other day we got a question about how often should I do go lives?
Yeah.
And, you know, or how do you create your post? And even though they're not necessarily in the same business, like our business community, and you probably could attest to this, Monica, is that we're about giving, we're about sharing, we're about giving value in any which way that we can, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, we just, you know, answered your question. Like,
but you know what it is too, is that we build, like Monica says, we build relationship with other businesses out there. And they're fans of ours. Like they truly engage with us. So it is, you know, our topic is about building relationships. So it doesn't have to be building a relationship with a customer. It could be building a relationship with someone else that, you know, and they really appreciate it. They say, thank you. You know, our business community is it's about giving. The more you give, the more you get. So it's not about take. It's about giving, you know, and we're here to help. We all help each other out. Anybody that reaches out, well, if they ask us for a question, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? Well, sometimes I think Monica jumped in the other day and gave some replies to some of our business community. So we're always here to help.
Yeah. And you know, and our business community in turn has always been there for us. That, you know, and that's one of the fantastic things about this community is that if you think that you're unable to handle this business because you're not tech savvy, I have to tell you, don't need to be, because we have a terrific online training that provides you with step-by-step. And if you get stuck in a training and you have something that, you know, doesn't make sense, you can reach out to our online community 24/7. There's always someone available, because we are a global community. We're worldwide, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I was thinking about something that also happened to me. People that are friends or just followers and have also reached out to me, and I had not thought about it, but yes, they are building their businesses online, and they're reaching out to me like, how do you do this? Oh, could I take some time of yours? I mean, I'm not planning to join you, but you're doing so good. Doesn't it bother you if I reach out? For sure, and of course. I mean, we're open to help anyone who reaches out. It's not mandatory they join, but they will help for sure. Yeah, that's good. That was a good point. I liked it. Okay, let me show the audience our next question. It is, in a world, oh my God, my eyes. In a world filled with online options, which is a fact, how do you create a unique and personalized experience for your customers, enhancing their loyalty to your brand?
Another really, really good question. I think for us, and Cyril touched upon it in the beginning, it's where we always look to make sure that a customer's question does not go unnoticed. We make sure that we reply to them as quickly as possible. And, you know, for us, what you see is what you get, right? So we try to be as real and authentic as possible. You know, if someone has a question, we will answer it. We highly believe in transparency. You know, there's times where, yes, you know, this business has really changed our lives, you know, for the better, and it's changed so many other lives. But we also share the fact that we're also real beings. We've been vulnerable sometimes online, you know, where you never know where someone could be listening to you and they could actually benefit from hearing your story because they're experiencing the same thing right now.
Usually, like even us, like we'll talk about, when we're talking, we usually try to picture ourselves in the past and almost talk to ourselves
before we started
this business and say, hey, you know, and when we're telling our stories, like when Monica says, our vulnerables and sometimes our wins, because sometimes we have some wins. It might click when someone says, "Hey, that was me," like we just told our story just now where Monica was commuting an hour each day. Somebody might relate to that, or somebody might relate to, "Hey, I used to work 2 jobs. I work on the weekend. I miss a lot of functions." That's the human connection. Like that's a real thing. And I realized like I went back, like women are connected to Monica and men are connected to me, but men could really connect to say, yeah, I've been working multiple jobs. I need a break. I need to spend time with my family. It could be just a word. It could be something we do, something,
anything could like trigger like somebody who's on that brink of, I need change. I just don't know where to look.
Yeah. And even like we're very vulnerable online, and we share how we build loyalty to our friends is that we show what's going on in our lives. Like the other day, last weekend, Monica was giving blood, and she posted on her social media to show, hey, I'm giving blood. This is what I do. I'm not doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for
me, but I'm hoping that, it kind of, because yes, we are promoting our online business, but we're also promoting lifestyle and, what we can do for the community.
Yeah.
People need help out there.
Yeah. And even I even showed of teaching my daughter how to drive. That's something that we're showing. We're just showing a piece of our lives, that vulnerable part. Like, hey, we're real people. We do. This business is running in the background while we're still living our lives. So
yes, I could see. I joined because we have different groups of people. Or well, I'm above 50, so I joined a group that is meant to be for above 50 years of age. And yesterday we joined and we had a meeting, and there was a person saying, one of her accomplishments was, my husband is at the hospital right now, and during my staying here at the hospital taking care of my husband, I have had important progresses on my business. I won't go specific into details, but she was living her life, sharing her experience, and at the same time growing herself in the business, which is exactly what you were talking about. This is real. We are real. We're doing it beside our lives or aside of our lives, which is what we are. Like you said, I was teaching my daughter how to drive. The last 2 weeks ago, my son came to visit my daughter and me. We were at the beach, and I was like, okay, let's go live. And it was so funny because it started going live before I thought, and we were like, and then my son said, Mama, you're already live, and they're already part of this. Yes. They say, Mama, you're so slow.
Our kids give us tips, right, Monica?
Okay, but people know already that we are real. And I think the difference between this business and maybe other options out there that might be, I am sure that also fabulous, is that we engage with people and build that relationship. That is the difference from our business model to other business models. Maybe on other places, they just buy something or they just connect online, but they never connect in person. Today, I have a lot of friends here. We are friends, and we have many friends.
Yeah.
And it's not just a business partnership. Even though your results don't depend on mine, and vice versa, you're an independent business owner. I am too. I don't depend on anyone else. We are not an MLM industry or something like that, but still, we are for each other. We're growing together, and that relationship is what we can offer anyone who joins. That relationship is. We met in Calgary, and we will meet again in somewhere, for sure in Japan next year. But we have lots of opportunities to meet. This weekend, I have a meeting here with people that also live in Vancouver. This is in person. That's a personalized industry. But we have a webinar, and it happens bi-weekly. It's an informative or complimentary webinar. It's just 90 minutes long, which is nothing, because if 90 minutes it's too long to see that our life can change. And
Mhm.
during the 90 minutes, the first 40 minutes, it's an explanation about how this business is run. And after that, then there are people like Sarah and Monica, like me, who are talking about our personal experience. So you can listen to them, learn from their experience, and see and analyze if this is also something that could fit your interests. And it happens live every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 o'clock PST time or 8 o'clock EST time. Or for your convenience, if you want to watch it online, you can also watch it. Yeah, there's always a replay. So you can watch it whenever you want. But if you want to join live, then jump on that specific time. I have here and here so that you can informat and you just have to register on any of our sites. We both have our sites there. This
And-
is Monica and Cyril's, and this is mine. And you can see it also on our business pages.
and also you can reach out to us. Send us a message. We might do a video call, and just to show you that we're real.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure. Well, we don't want to keep our audience longer, but I appreciate for those who are joining and for those who will watch your play later. I am really honored by your presence. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon again.
Yeah,
I
for
have
sure.
to go back. I have to go to Montreal, or you have to come over to Vancouver.
Oh yeah, for
absolutely.
sure.
Thank you for having us. We are honored to be here. Thank you.
Easy name to remember now. So.
Tocaya, remember Tocaya.
Yeah.
Okay, see you.
Bye.
Bye.